Hey guys, it's your girl Kylie J here and welcome back to my channel. For this eyeshadow tutorial, I'm using this really big eyeshadow palette by BR Cosmetics. And the first color that I'm using is a light brown to serve as my transition shade. Next, I'm using a darker brown to put in the crease as well to build up the depth and make it a little bit darker. I'm also trying to flare this brown upwards just a little bit because I'm going to be creating a wing later. Now it's a little hard to tell the difference between this shade of brown and the last brown that I just used, but this one that I'm using right now has a bit more of a bronzy look to it instead of brown. So I'm just putting this color in my crease as well to add a little bit more of a bronzy look to it. I'm also putting a little bit of that on a flat brush and putting it underneath my lower lash line. Now I'm using this very dark brown and that same flat brush, and I am putting that dark color underneath my lower lash line, but just on the very outside of my eye. Now with this shimmery white shade and a very small brush, I am putting this on the inner corner of my eye to brighten it up. Next, I'm going to be doing a cut crease. So I'm using my CoverGirl concealer and this flat concealer brush. I'm putting a little bit of concealer on the brush, and then obviously as you can see in the video, I'm wiping it across my lid and then I'm winging it upwards slightly. To set the concealer then, so it's not sticky or anything, you can set it with your pressed powder or loose powder, whichever you use. In this video, I just dried it up a little bit by tapping on it with a beauty blender. Now I'm using this light shimmery green, and I'm putting that in the front of my eye over the area where I just laid down that concealer to really make this color pop. And after that, I'm using this darker green and I'm putting that on the outside of my eye then, and I am flinging this upward in obviously the same area that I put the concealer, so that it makes like a little green wing. And I'm just using a fluffy brush to blend it together a little bit. And once I'm done with the green color, I am taking that same flat brush that I used to put down the concealer, and I am dragging that on the underneath of the green wing that I just created to sharpen it up a little bit. Now using this very dark brown, I'm putting that in the crease of my eye to darken it up even more. I'm also putting that dark color underneath my lower lash line as well, but just on the outside corner. Now I'm using more of that shimmery white shade that I used earlier, and I'm putting some more of it on the inner corner of my eye to make the colors stand out even more. Now with this pale shimmery beige-like color, I'm using this as my brow bone highlight. Next, I'm going to line my upper and lower lash lines using my Wet n Wild Mega Last eyeliner pencil, and this is in 690A Blackest Black. After that, I'm going to create a wing using my Wet n Wild Mega Liner black liquid pen. I can't think of the exact name of it, but the color is black, obviously. Now I'm going to be giving my upper and lower lashes a good coat of mascara before I apply my false lashes. And the mascara that I'm using today is my favorite. It is by Maybelline and it is called the Falsies. Now it's time for the false lashes. For the adhesive, I'm using my Kiss eyelash adhesive, and for my eyelashes, I'm using my typical Kiss Demi Wispy. All I'm doing here now is going back over the lash line with my liquid eyeliner to make all of it dark and to cover up the lash strip. Now, if you're familiar with my channel, you'll know that I don't typically use blush. However, for this look, I felt like I kind of needed it, so I am using this blush from the BR Cosmetics palette and a fluffy blush brush. For highlight, I'm using my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Platinum Ice Pro palette, and I am using the shade Alien Ice, which has a bit of a greenish tint to it. And then I am going a little bit on top of that with the shade Ice Cold, which is just a very bright white shade. And to finish off this look, I'm using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Natural Setting Spray. And obviously I do not have a clip of me using it, okay. And then finishing off with my lipstick, I am using this color by Revlon, and it is called 205 Champagne on Ice. And that is the completed look for today's video. This is just a really nice earthy color scheme with like a grasshopper green pop on your lid. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I hope you guys liked it as well. If you did like today's video, give it a thumbs up so that I know, and leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite part was. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see all of your beautiful faces next time. Bye!